Alright, Adventures of Pip. This is a 2D platformer game where the main ability is that you can transform from being a pixel to 8-bit Pip and 32-bit Pip. So this is your main form, Pixel Pip. One of his main abilities is that he's small and that he can float as he drops. That's his normal jump, like that, and then float is like that. So you can jump a little bit farther than you could otherwise without the float. Anyway, there's treasure chests, what you pick up there. These are pixels that I'm picking up. I mean, you're referred to as a pixel, but the collectibles in this are also, like, the currency is also pixels. I mean, I guess there is a difference, but they're called pixels anyway. This right here is a campfire. This signals that there was a villager here that I rescued already. If you see in the upper right corner, there's those 3 faces. Those are the villagers that are in the level that have already been rescued. And then the number next to that is my pixel total, which is my currency. And then, of course, the upper left, the hearts, is my health. And so on. Just want to note that I do have, like, extra abilities equipped, which do things like the pixels are magnetically drawn towards me, and enemies like drop more pixels and stuff. So the standard game when you first start doesn't look like that. When you defeat these blue enemies, I should say, is that you upgrade your resolution. So now I'm like 8-bit Pip. And he has his own different abilities, such as he moves faster, he can stick to walls and jump off walls. And then 32-bit Pip, he's a bit slower, but he has a sword. Oh, and I have an ability which shoots out that beam. So anyway, 32-bit Pip, he can't cling to walls or anything. But his main ability is that he has a sword, so he can do things that the other characters can't. You can downgrade your resolution whenever you want by holding down B or the left trigger. And that blue aura that comes out when you use that, when you downgrade yourself, it's an attack. So you can use it to hurt enemies, just like that. But I can't climb up there unless I'm this 8-bit Pip. And he's probably the most fun to play as just because of platforming. Oh, and there's also like secret areas in the walls around the place and stuff. So you gotta be on the lookout for those. Yeah, so the main story is that the kingdom was attacked by the witch. She kidnapped the princess who has powers with the bitstream, which allow her to like create pixels and stuff. Anyway, you are born just a pixel, so your character is just a pixel, and then you're told to go find someone to go rescue the princess, because I mean you're not gonna be able to do it. You're just a pixel, and what happens is you come across the ghost of a hero, and he gives you power to use the bitstream to transform and stuff. Oh yeah, just a side note on his wall clinging ability. You hold towards the wall and you stop. If you let go, you'll just slide down. So that's pretty cool. You can control that. Oh, and so like here I have to downgrade here to be able to fit through. I have to switch down to being a pixel just to fit through that area. See, there's another campfire. So there was another villager that I already saved. Oh, treasure. And then this is the end of the level. You just jump into this thing, and that's the end of the level. So here it shows the number of pixels I picked up and the villagers that I've already saved, and it says perfect because I already saved all the villagers there. Anyway, when you get pixels, you can go to the town and buy stuff. So for instance, this guy here who I saved is he has these different things like potion to help restore health. There's these one-time use detector things which will help you find stuff. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. Just see how it works. In fact, I don't think I've ever used one of these before. And then here there was hearts. I bought like, I think 3 hearts to upgrade my total health. The other hearts you get from defeating bosses. All these people here are villagers that I rescued. Most of them just say like hello and stuff. But some of them say funny stuff. But yeah. Oh, this was also the weapon guy. But I've bought everything that he has. The things that I bought here are like these upgrades. So yeah, the villagers here, they're all like different resolutions. Well, I mean, most of them are 32-bit. But in this world, there's like a social class based on your resolution. So like, you as a pixel, you're like the lowest in the social class. And then like being a pixel, yeah, so being a pixel is like lowest in the social class, and then there's like the in-between. So like the king and queen, they're like, you know, 32-bit resolution. Whereas you're just a pixel. So that's another reason why you kind of just are told to go find someone to save the princess, but whatever. You get the power, so you can do it yourself. In theory. The world map, this is how you select your levels. It's not exactly necessary for there to be a world map because the whole traversal is just a straight line. Well, I mean, it's a linear line. There's no like branching paths or side areas or anything. So all those are just one by one after each other. You can press Y to choose where you want to go, which is handy because after you beat a level, you can just go right back to town to spend your pixels. But I'll go to, say, the first level here in the last world and show you just how much the game ramps up. Oh, let's go ahead and use our treasure detector, and let's try the fireworks, see how they work. Ooh, that's nifty. Just plowing through everybody. Oh, but I'm gonna need to jump off that guy. Huh. Oh, that's good. The orbs don't last for too long. Jump. Oh. I probably need to jump off that guy too. Oh. Yes, treasure detector. There is treasure there. Ooh, that's a lot of pixels. So yeah, let's see. Oh, 8-bit Pip also has a punch and kick, which doesn't reach as far as the sword. And as you can see right there, when I hit that guy, ooh, more treasure. When I hit that guy, he just drops. But, oh man. If I have the sword, it'll actually launch him over, and I need to hit that wall. And I want to switch back to 8-bit Pip because he runs faster and can move farther. So yeah, there's lots of puzzles in this game, environmental puzzles where you have to like pick the right character, and since you can downgrade yourself whenever you want, you can only upgrade yourself when you hit those blue monster guys, the glowy guys. So there's choices to be made on who you play as. Another thing, like with these mushroom spring things, is 8-bit Pip only bounces this high, whereas if I change to the pixel is lighter, so you bounce a lot higher. And what we need to do here is we need to cling to this block that's going to be moving back over here. Whoops. And then let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, and then when I transform into 32-bit Pip, he's heavier, so he won't actually bounce off the springs, which is good. That's what we want for that situation. Yes, treasure. Oh yeah, the checkpoints here, they restore your health. And then when you die, you come back here. When you die, those villagers that I mentioned before, if you rescue a villager and then die, he will stay rescued, like in the level. You won't have to like go back. Say there's like an alternate path where you go to rescue the villager and then you die. You don't have to go back and rescue the villager again. It'll just stay rescued. Whereas treasure that you find, that will not stay with you, so you'll have to go recollect it if you found treasure. So yeah, you can jump off of enemies to bounce higher. That's where a villager once was. Oops. Oh, what? I missed the jump. I'll just cling up here until that blue guy respawns so I can get my powers. Nope. I'm gonna try that again. So yeah, I think this is a really fun game. It should take you probably about 5 to 10 hours to beat, or complete, I should say. I was able to 100% the game in about 5.5 hours, but the Steam store page says it should take you more like 10 hours to complete the game. So it may just depend on skill level. I'm going to shrink down to a pixel so I don't get squashed here. Oops. Ah. Treasure. Apple to restore my health. Yeah. Pixels, pixels, pixels. I guess I kind of wish there was like a post-game set of stuff to do that was just like harder levels. But I mean, this is decent length. Oh, whoops! My sword thingy did that. Oh yeah, so these block guys, I'm too heavy like this and like this. I gotta switch down to pixel in order for them to move. Stupid bomb guys. Go around the other way. Oh yeah, I do like how the bottomless pits that are bottomless have like these little skulls floating at the bottom of them, so you know that they're like bottomless pits. You're not gonna try to think, oh, maybe there's a secret down there. Because there are pits sometimes where there are secrets, but... Oh, let's try our invincibility thing here. Woo! Oh yeah, also 32-bit Pip is the only one that can like move blocks by pushing and pulling them. Oh, that's the end of the level right there. Cool. So yeah, that's Adventures of Pip. I think it's a good game. It's got a lot of variety in the puzzles and stuff. Oh, the levels. If I were to critique the levels a bit, I really would wish they weren't all segmented the way they are. Like it's all one environment at a time. So all these levels have the same, like, you know, scenery and stuff and like music and stuff. I just kind of wish it was like more mixed up and varied during play rather than having them all grouped together like this. That's just what I would say. All the bosses are unique. They don't repeat any bosses, which is good. And the story is funny. They make mention of the resolution and pixels and stuff like that all the time. So you know, you're underestimated, of course, because you're just a pixel. And yeah, if you have any other questions about the game, you can go ahead and ask them in the comments. And I give my recommendation for this game. If you think it looks cool, you should go pick it up. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.